Before we begin, it's useful to know which types of AI tools these instructions apply to. In this module, we'll focus mainly on AI tools that you interact with directly to do something such as answer questions, help you write or translate text, summarize information, or create simple content. These are often called AI assistants or chatbot, and they work through written prompts or voice requests. Many other AI tools work in the background: navigation apps, spam filters, or recommendation systems, but they don't require you to set up an account or write instructions. To get started with AI tools such as ChatGPT or Google Gemini, you will need to create an account. The process is simple. Open the website, select Sign Up, and register using your email address. You will be asked to choose a secure password. Easy for you to remember, but difficult for others to guess. Once your account is created, you can log in from any device. If you ever forget your password, both ChatGPT and Gemini include a Forgot Password option that lets you reset it safely. Most importantly, remember that you stay in control. At any time, you can update your information, adjust your settings, or delete your account if you no longer want to use the tool. Most AI chatbots, including ChatGPT and Gemini, automatically recognize the language you use. If you write in English, they reply in English. If you write in Italian, they answer in Italian. You can also tell them directly, "Please reply in Italian," or "Use simple English," if you prefer a clearer style. To make the tools easier to read or hear, you can also adjust accessibility settings on your device. For example, you can increase the font size, activate dark mode, or use built-in text-to-speech features to listen instead of reading. You can also dictate your requests instead of typing by clicking the microphone icon on your screen keyboard, like on a phone or tablet. Before you begin using the tools, take a moment to check the privacy settings. Look for the Settings icon, usually a small gear or 3 dots, or for a lock symbol. This is where you can see how the AI handles the information you type or upload. Many AI tools use your conversations to improve their system. This is called training data. If you prefer more privacy, both ChatGPT and Gemini allow you to turn this off. In ChatGPT, look for Chat History and Training and switch it off. In Gemini, look for App Activity and disable it. Doing this prevents the AI from saving or using your future conversations for training. And always follow one essential rule. Never enter sensitive personal details, such as ID numbers, tax codes, bank information, or medical codes, even inside a prompt. Protecting this information is always your responsibility. Now that you know how to access the tool and adjust your settings, the next step is learning how to ask the AI for what you need. This is called prompting. A prompt is simply the instruction you give the AI. The clearer it is, the better the result. Here's the best way to build one. First, start by stating your main goal. For example, turn this recipe into a shopping list. Next, add the relevant context that matters. Tell the AI who the list is for, such as 2 people, low-salt diet, limited time. Then, include key details or limits, such as budget €50 or must be gluten-free. Finally, tell the chatbot how you want the result presented. Do you want bullet points, a short checklist, or one easy-to-read paragraph? If the first answer isn't quite right, simply change your prompt slightly and try again. This back-and-forth dialogue is the key to getting the best possible outcome. Let's look at an example so you can see how all the steps come together. Imagine you want help planning a simple, healthy dinner. A clear prompt might sound like this. Please suggest a quick and healthy dinner recipe for 2 people. I don't have much time to cook, and I need something low in salt. I would like the answer as a short list with ingredients and simple steps. This prompt works well because it tells the AI exactly what you want, gives the context that matters, and explains how you want the result to be presented. If the answer doesn't match what you had in mind, you can simply ask again. For example, you might say, "Make it vegetarian," or "Suggest something cheaper," With each small adjustment, the AI gets closer to the result you need. When people start using AI tools, it's normal to make a few mistakes. One of the most common is giving very short or vague instructions. If the AI doesn't have enough information, it will give a generic answer that may not fit what you need. Another frequent mistake is asking for too many things at once, which can confuse the tool and produce a mixed or incomplete result. Sometimes, people also rely too much on the first answer and forget they can simply adjust their request and try again. And finally, some users paste personal information without realizing it's not necessary. Remember, the clearer and safer your instructions are, the better the AI can support you. Now that you know how to write clear prompts, let's look at some additional features that can make tools like Google Gemini even more helpful in your daily life. Today's AI tools can work with many types of information, not just text. For example, you can upload long documents or PDFs directly into the chat and ask chatbots to summarize them, explain difficult sections, or extract key points. This is extremely useful for things like bank letters, medical documents, or technical instructions. You can also upload photos directly from your phone, useful if you want a handwritten recipe typed clearly, or if you need help identifying a plant or a place you photographed. Using the mobile apps, you can also switch to voice chat, allowing you to speak naturally instead of typing. You can even use your phone's camera at the same time, enabling the assistant to analyze what you're looking at in real time. And if you need something creative, the built-in Canvas tool in Google Gemini helps you draft ideas, explore concepts visually, and refine your writing. At this point, you've seen how AI can support your tasks. Now the final step is learning how to read its answers with confidence. Whenever you receive a result from an AI tool, treat it as a first draft. The AI does not know your personal situation or the details you didn't mention, so its suggestions may need small adjustments. Look at the answer and ask yourself, does this make sense for me? Is something missing? Do I need it simpler, shorter, or more precise? If anything sounds unclear or unusual, you can always ask the AI to check again, explain why it made a choice, or correct parts of the result. AI works best when you guide it step by step, combining its speed with your own judgment and experience.